In general, I'd like to emphasize the utility of zooms and dolly shots. A zoom is essentially when a camera lens is rotated to shrink or magnify an image, creating the illusion of motion. A dolly is when the body of the camera actually does move forward or backward. Conventions around zooming and dollying can be great for increasing or decreasing emphasis on a specific subject or place, especially if the subject is a threatening villain or the place is a source of terror. The speed with which these visual adjustments are done can also affect the energy of your scene in positive ways. If you zoom or dolly in or out quickly, you can infuse your scene with kinetic energy to jolt your audience. If you zoom or dolly in or out slowly, you can infuse your scene with creeping tension. Sometimes you may wish to experiment with combining these motions for different effects. In Smile, when Rose sees the entity haunting her and starts panicking in her car, we very slowly zoom out from her to de-emphasize her suffering for a punchline of sorts. When we cut to the next scene, we dolly out from a diner side at night. In TheConjuring, when Lorraine is looking in a mirror that supposedly shows a little boy's ghost, we get a dolly in on Lorraine as light bouncing off the mirror hits her face. Then an OSS behind Lorraine dollying in on the mirror's reflection. We then cut to a dolly in on Lorraine's face. In ItFollows, when Jay is in a hospital room and possibly in danger from an entity following her, the camera dollies in on the open door of her room, and even when the person walking turns out to be an ordinary human, the camera continues to dolly. Sometimes you may want to combine the two to create a trippy visual distortion. In Jaws, when Brody realizes the shark is attacking the beach, Spielberg combines a zoom and a dolly on a shot of his face to convey his emotional shift. In E.T., when government agents are encroaching on the town, Spielberg combines a zoom and a dolly on a shot of the town to suggest it's about to be disrupted by their actions. For your film, it might be simpler to lean on zoom shots if you want to save time on moving the camera around. But the choice is really up to you. Don't be afraid to play with different camera lenses as well. Standard and short telephoto are best for street photos, travel, and portrait shots. Wide-angle lenses are good for landscape shots. Fisheye lenses are theoretically great for horror because of how visibly they distort the space of a shot. Medium telephoto lenses are good for action, while super telephoto lenses are good for nature shots. Macro lenses are good for close-ups. In some situations, it may be better to leave lenses to your director of photography so you can focus on directing actors and keeping the whole picture together. But you have a lot of options to play with.